Hello you all, hi, it is Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well, hope all are safe. So I kind of want to speak on like a few epiphanies that we're getting, and it mainly has to do with fear. It has to do with fear, and then it has to do, what do you do with anger, and then spur of the moment emotions. And I mentioned fear because of a lot of your people who are deemed tough, or they're deemed quote unquote warriors. They're fearful. They're either fearful of death, they're fearful of speaking out, and then they're also fearful when it's time to give the smoke or show your teeth at the monster. Then the fear kicks in immediately to where, okay, I'm not going to do anything to them. For instance, when you have people who are quote unquote about that street life, like literally like you're rough and tough, like you're quote unquote thugs, or you're rough and toughers in the world or in the streets. And I can say for at least here in LA, but I'm sure it spills abroad or to other cities and states. But literally, you're quote unquote thugs, or you're quote unquote the hood genre. It's like a lot of them have conformed. Like they conformed with COVID, so to speak. So if COVID has stipulations, they did what they had to do with stipulations. And I only say that because there's a stone. I'm not even gonna say this guy's name because he already knows. And like I say, but he calls himself a stone cold killer, whether in the past or whether now. But basically, he'll tell you in a second, well, I may wear glasses. Don't let the glasses fool you, because I will pull up and hit you in the head with you could do the math on that. But then he also, and that's another breath, take a breath, and then you say, oh, this guy's not even vaccinated. So I'm thinking, so are you vaccinated? I'm thinking like, this quote unquote real nigga is not vaccinated. And I'm not saying that you can't do what you want to do. You want to get vaccinated, you want to get drunk, high, whatever. But I'm just saying, when it comes to literally falling for the traps and having all the answers, or being so tough, but it's like, now, are you tough for your health? Or are you tough because it's do this or else? Are you conforming in order to keep that ball spinning? Because some people too, they'll get fearful of losing their status too. A lot of people let pride get in the way. So I'm fearful that you're going to see me vulnerable. I'm fearful that you might see me taking a bus. So then therefore they'll do what they have to do, or they probably will conform, or they probably will sell out in order to keep the ball rolling on that success. You see what I'm saying? Because with the whole COVID part, they say you have to conform in order to keep the job sector going. If you call yourself having a job that says you got to have the serum, or you got to have the serum to keep up with the bills, whatever it is, where people felt like they had to have the serum. So it's like, do you do without the serum, or do you get it for things to go back to quote unquote normal? Or do you do it because like, they made me do it? And that's nothing. Everybody said they made you do it. And can't nobody make you do nothing. Now they can threaten you to do it. They can hang that job or money over your head, but that's it. And a lot of people who did do it, they got conformed and then got fired soon after. So it's like, they literally were so fearful. I'm fearful to lose my job. I'm fearful to lose money, or whatever it is that they were fearful from. And they conformed. That's why I say a lot of people who consider themselves tough guys or hot shots, when it's time for your life to flash before your eyes, or when it's time for this life that you know it to come to a screeching halt, then it's like, are you going to conform, or are you going to do it out and you're going to take the alternative or the latter? And a lot of people, they fold under pressure. Like, everybody's so tough, or what you won't do until you get to times such as this. Now you're doing the unthinkable. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody will say what they want. Well, I wouldn't do that. Or even in a scary movie, I made a video about this too. All y'all niggas, what you'll do in a scary movie. Man, if that was me, I would have hit him. Man, please. But you're not doing none of that in real life. You ain't doing none of that. If anything, you're conforming, or you're becoming the actual problem, to where they can take a break now. It's to the point now where literally Biden can take a break because he has Democratic Negroes or Democratic shields that'll do their dirty work, or that'll defend them, or that'll talk you off of a ledge while they're thinking of a next plan. Then you'll have the Klan or anybody else, or the police, that they can take a break, at least a 1 hour lunch, because while they're on lunch, you're going to help kill off some of the niggas too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes and I don't know if that's a form of fear too. Okay, look at me, like I'm going to do your dirty work. I'm scared of you, but I'm not scared of. That's another thing too. We'll do something spur of the moment. Let's say you step on my shoe, or you throw a drink in my face. Whatever you do, in that moment, I'm gonna be so mad, and nothing will keep me from doing a crime. Oh my God, I was so mad. Now I'm going to kill you. Or I was so mad. Now we're about to fight. But in that same breath, tables turn. The police officer shoot your brother. Yeah, you so mad. You so this and that. You so hurt. But you ain't gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying? So why is it that we turn off that fear and then we just, or we can sit there, snot and boogers running, and we just so fucking mad because we wouldn't want to do. But you wasn't so fucking mad to where, oh, I would have punched you in the face. You better be glad that you my neighbor. We don't have none of that. We have no limits when it comes to coming for our neighbor. We have no limits. Because literally, like I say, in a club, you step on my shoe, you throw a drink in my face, or do something where I feel disrespected. All it takes is that split moment, or I'm mad, or I got that tool up. It ain't gonna take me nothing. Oh, now I'm about to shoot you, or now we about to fight. But we think twice when the police do something to you, and you mad and you want to do this and that, or you feel like this and that. We actually do think twice. All of that, and I'm not saying that all of it's only probably that I could probably only count on one hand out of the history of niggas, of niggas that actually stood up and actually fought back. You know. Return that energy. Like I said, you know what I mean? A night for a night, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? Just like, for instance, the guy who went out with a bang, I guess they go to pick him up. Basically, they go to rough him up, and he roughed them up. He wasn't the only one that died on the scene. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So for the stone cold killers, you'll get stone cold killers out there in the street that'll kill you in a second. But they'll throw their hands up when the police come around. So I'm thinking, like, is that fear? Or are you just a well-conditioned nigga? So I don't know what that's about. Because to me, I had such utter anger when I hear about stuff like that, and then when I just think about it, like do the science on us, and I'm thinking like, y'all will stomp somebody, literally probably 100 niggas will kill you, all in the same breath for simply stepping on their shoe. You step on their newest shoes or the latest LeBrons, whatever it is, you step on their shoe, you got a great chance of dying. But again, if a police shoot you or your brother, that police will skate off into the sunset. Capital will skate off into the sunset. You see what I'm saying? And you'll probably know who he is and where he is. And another thing too, I'll disrespect the city. Oh, F this city. F everybody in the city. Oh, you better not ever come to the city. We'll kill you if you come to the city. Okay. But then George Zimmerman out there just living like a king. He ain't got a care in the world. I don't even think he has security. Because he know y'all niggas ain't gonna do nothing. At least not right now. Maybe he'll do something 30 years from now when you get bored and he kill one of your children. Then you'll probably finally do something. But I'm thinking like, wow. Because the people who sit there and they literally have the gumption and they have the reasoning to be put down, and you won't do it. We will not take out the real monster. But I promise you step in my shoe, you say the wrong thing to me, you throw a drink in my face, or you got a great chance of being taken out. We got that really bad. And I'm supposed to be so tough. Oh, this is my city and my hood and this and that. And I'm not, now I got to go get a refill of the serum because it wears off every 5 years. You know, so I'm just thinking like, wow, you know, that's why I'm just be looking like, wow, I used to be this big. I'm like, what did they think? And now, like, I just got so angry. I'm thinking, like, everybody's so rough and tough. I can look forward to you putting a bullet in between my eyes, but the officer that shot me or you will skate off into the sunset. And then other people, oh, should I fight the police, or what do you want me to do? That was another thing, too, where we're watching a movie. I think it was The Shy. He had another one that's a little young little badass boy that walks around with a gun. So that means he will shoot anybody that get in his way on the streets. But then when the police rough him up, stop, get off me. You crying when the police is beating on you, but you crying. But in the streets, you'll shoot the shit out of me, or you'll shoot the shit out of your counterparts or your peers for stepping on your toes, so to speak. And I'm just thinking like, oh, Lord help me. And I was so offended. I'm like, what the hell? I know this badass little shit. Yeah, he was a little boy, probably like, I'll say like 15, 16. But you was bad enough to know to walk around with a gun, though. You kept the gun. You kept the tool on you. What's the tool for if you ain't gonna use it? Nobody said he wasn't going to use it. This is for his counterparts, for the other little young boys who want a piece, or for anybody to step on his shoe, or basically anybody to get in his way on the streets can get it. But he had no smoke for the police. He crying again. By the time the police got, now you all busted up. You got your arm brace on, your face busted, and you just crying. I'm just thinking like, what? I thought like, I know this little MF. I said, you little shit. I know you want to cry when the police, you know. So I'm thinking like, and they're like. And his friend was like, he was crying to his friend, why didn't you help me? You seen the police jumping in. He said, what do you want me to do? Fight the police? And I'm thinking like, what you want me to do? Fight the police? So when it's time to shoot your neighbor, you don't ask, what you want me to do? Shoot my neighbor? Or come on, bro. So you can't we cannot diffuse the drama when it comes to fighting your neighbor. Like, okay, you throw a drink in my face. Can't we all just get along? Even though I probably wouldn't say that, but wouldn't it be easier for me to just say, can't we all just get along? Did you have to throw the drink in my face, brother or sister? You see what I'm saying? We don't ever do that. No, it's owned after that. You hit me, you step on my shoe, throw a drink in my face, you got a great chance of dying. But again, please jump on you. What am I supposed to do? Fight the police? So now y'all hopeless. My thing is, here's the thing. And this is how you can make the world a better place, to where violence does not exist. If you can't keep the same energy and smoke that you have for me, for the police, Sit the F down. You ought to be into gardening. Here's the thing, because that means you ain't about that life. Because you call yourself being so tough, you got to be able to take out the real monster too. Tough guys come with the tough guys in prison, and they come with the tough guys with the badges on. The real criminals with the badges on. And if you can't face the real criminals with the badges on, you stick to gardening. Don't threaten anybody. Don't terrorize the street. Don't steal. Don't even be out past curfew. If you can't keep that same energy for the police. If you a good nigger when it comes to getting arrested and you keep your hands at 10 and 2, yes sir. No sir. Nothing in my pocket, sir. Nothing can harm you, sir. If you can completely comply with the damn police, you should be into gardening. You should be you should be the most keep my hands at 10 and 2 person this side of hell. That means you don't want the smoke, really. So that means you shouldn't be in the smoke in the streets. Don't be in the smokes on this side of the wall if you can't handle it on the inside. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want the smoke with the police, don't go looking for trouble in the streets. Like I said, you should be the guy. You should be damn near a nerd with his hands at 10 and 2. And even women too. Because then y'all be thinking y'all tough too. But everybody want the smoke. You want to fight. Or you want to kill over weaves and bundles. But again, when it's time to get arrested and when it's time to, then you're just fully complying and absolutely no smoke for the police and you're just on the straight and narrow. And I'm not saying be rebellious. Use it to where, my goal is to combat the police. But my only thing is, if I know I'm the type that's breaking into cars or breaking into buildings and hitting people across the head for their wallets and terrorizing the streets with drugs or whatever it is, but then I'm literally on my P's and Q's and I'm basically seem like a good man or a woman or a good kid when it comes to getting arrested or having to face the police, then I ought to not be doing that at all. You see what I'm saying? No crime should be running through your veins if you can't keep that same energy for the police. My thing is, if you straighten up, if the police come and you can straighten up to it, say, oh, no, or let me think twice, or let me not kill the police, or let me think about what I'm doing. If you got to think about what you're doing. Oh, thank you. If you got to think about what you're doing, talking about a parking spot. I ain't worried about no damn parking spot. If you got to think about what you're doing, then it's like, don't do it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like one of those things where it's like, do you think, what's this guy doing? It's one of those things like, do you think that I guess I couldn't move up. Yeah, do you think that you're like really, really tough or really doing something? Let me rearrange myself. Un momento. Hey. Yeah, do you think you're really tough? And do you think you're really doing something when, like I said, you're tough? Like I said, I'm known for whooping ass and kicking ass. And, hold on, can I see? Let me see. There ain't no damn curb right there. I can't do nothing. Hey. Yeah, he could just park where I was at. Okay, my bad, y'all. Yeah, to rearrange. Thought I rearranged myself. I guess he figured you double park. Yeah, I guess he wanted me to take his parking spot. But yeah, for anybody who call yourselves tough guys or tough gals, or you're a little wild child, because that's the movie I was watching. Like, you little shits. You get these little bad little teens, one who could, raised by a single mother, or the little stupid teens doing what they want. You little shits. I'm looking at you little shits and want to be all sneaky and stuff. But I'm thinking, again, you might be wild in the streets, but if you're not wild, if you know you're going to be crying when it's time to get on Scare Straight, or when it's time to get arrested or get beat up or killed by the police, then again, you ought to stick to gardening. And this goes for anybody. This goes for people in the streets and even police officers. Because you'll get police officers too. This was in the same damn movie. The police officer, you'll shoot and kill a melanated man, but then you all shake, I'm scared. Bitch, you should be into gardening. Because this is not, when you're a police officer or anything that has to do with quote unquote catching criminals or bad side of town or wherever it is where you're dealing with the good guys for the bad guys, then this is not going to come with something where you might not get scratched or dirty on the job. Like again, if I'm working a job where it requires getting dirty, let's say I work in a mud or manure factory, I can't complain about, damn, I got so dirty on the job. I was just filthy. You know what I mean? I'm literally making reports and complaining that I'm filthy, but I'm literally working in a manure company. You see what I'm saying? It comes with the territory. I'm sure during training, you'll say, hey, what do you do when somebody pull a gun on you? What do you do when somebody ambush you? What do you do when somebody flees the scene? What do you do when somebody doesn't comply? You know what I'm saying? What do you do when somebody basically going to challenge that badge because they want to flee, whatever it is? You getting scared or you want to just, let's just shoot because I quote unquote fear for my life. That's nothing. If you're scared at work, if you're scared at your job, stick to gardening or ballet or something that's not dangerous, not scary at all, and you can actually go back home. I got a family. Okay. Stick to gardening, stick to ballet, or something that's not dangerous and not stressful, and you don't have to worry about making it home to mama. You see what I'm saying? Because again, I don't understand how people get these jobs where you're scared to death on the job, to where you got to kill everybody that you run into at a traffic stop. It sounds like you need to stick to gardening. You sound like you too scared, or you too. I don't have to use that word. I can use something clean. You're too. I don't know why I want to just. I don't want to use profanity, but anyway, you too scared and you too bitchy, one way or another, to do the damn job. Again, if you that fucking scared, stick to gardening, stick to ballet, something where it's not scary, it's not dangerous, and you don't have to worry about not making it home to your family. Because literally on both sides, everybody claim to be so scared and so this and that, but it's like, you're not doing anything to fix it. I'm scared of the police, but yet I'm going to do something where the police is going to be the next step in this crime. Or I'm scared of the people, but then here I am with the first one trying to pull up on the scene with my guns drawn. It's like, you got to do all that where you steered, you shaking on the job. Stick to ballet and gardening. For the police officers that are scared of their job or always fearful of their life. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh my God, guy's getting pounded on. Whoa. What happened? Jeez. That guy got the smithereens kicked out of him. Oh my goodness. Oh, damn, sir, what did you do? I just seen him getting kicked around. I don't know what he did. He must have tried to snatch somebody's wallet. Oh my God. Ooh. Is he gonna help him? Because he was recording. Wow. Well, the two hillbillies was fighting and the third hillbilly was recording him. I'm like, what the hell did he do? Man, make me want to jump back to the other side. I'm missing a lot of footage from over here. Good God. Oh, he almost fell being nosy. Oh, no damn. I got all the way sidetracked. Yeah, but you got people that are literally so tough to where it's like, okay, I'm tough, but I'm not that tough. You see what I'm saying? I'm tough, but I'm the one that's crying with it. Now, mind you, I just committed 12 murders. So after the 12th murder, then I take off running. I'm gonna run and hide. It's my really tough. And that's another thing too. People really think they're gonna skate off into the sunset, so they run and hide as if they really gonna skate off into the sunset. And then you do a murder or something, and then when it's time to get arrested, now you crying. I'm just like, what? So you don't care about prison time. You don't care about the consequences when you're in the middle of the crime. But then when it's time to pay the piper, when it's time to do the time, now you crying, and I'm just like, help us, please, help us, help us, help us. People like that. Again, if I can do crimes and all that, and they want to cry when it's time to pay time, I need to be sticking to gardening, any type of nerd work, and I need to keep my hands at 10 and 2. I'm thinking, people, you think these people will be on their best behaviors and literally do no wrong. The way they fall into line and conform and stay on the straight and narrow when it's time to suffer the consequences. I hope that guy's okay. Like, literally, his garments. He got the garments beat out of him. Oh my word. That was actually pink on pink crime. I should report it. Yeah, there's two hillbillies fighting. Yeah. But yeah, I was really upset about that, to where it's like everybody, it seems like we got all the smoke for each other. Like I say, I have no problem stabbing my sister in the back. I have no problem beating on my neighbor or, killing my neighbor. I have no problem giving you the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to give the authorities or the real terrorists the smoke, then you want to keep your hands at 10 and 2. Then you want to cry and conform. Yes, sir. No, hands up. This shit. Then you want to be on your P's and Q's. Now you want to cry. Now you want to run. Now, like, what you running from? I know you ain't running from the law. Or you really thought you was going to skate into the sunset? Like, what exactly? Like I said, when people do their crimes, what exactly are you running from? Are you fleeing the scene? Like, what are you running from? And then it's like you really think you're going to skate off into the sunset. That's the crazy part. I'm about to skate off into the sunset. Well, that juice is so hydrating. My sister made a pressed juice. It's actually pretty damn good. It's like super hydrating. Hydrating, you take all the nutrients and the tanginess. Yeah, but if you want to upset me, be a tough guy that want to cry when the police come around, or you want to keep your hands up, don't shoot, officer. You know, then you want to literally, if you can conform, if you can literally become a bitch when the police come around, and I'm not saying be a tough guy. Oh, I'll fuck anybody up. Bring it on, please. I'm not saying go around looking for trouble, but I'm just saying, if I have no problem giving you the smoke, I should be able to keep that same energy with the police. And if I cannot, then I ought to keep my hands at 10 and 2 and have not any trouble in my life at all. Like, wouldn't even so much as jaywalk. You see what I'm saying? If you can't keep that same energy for the true terrorists, or the people that actually shooting you because they fear for their life. But I'm at a traffic stop, I was scared. You know, you scared to reach into your pocket because you know you about to get sprayed. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get doo-doo on yourself in a moment like that, don't ever do no damn trouble, ever. Like I say, because you're not really about that life. You're not. Because you have fear. You're ran by fear. Fear of being, I don't know if it's fear of being killed, whatever it is, fear of prison, whatever it is that you're fearful about, or fear of getting caught, whatever it is, you're fearful in that moment to where, oh, you got to step back and go, oh, you better tread lightly with this. Don't fight the police. Like, man. But you'll fight your neighbor, though. You see what I'm saying? There's rules when it comes to police, but no rules when it comes to your neighbor. You can shoot your neighbors. You can shoot the little 3-year-old. You aim it at him, hit a little 2-year-old. That's perfectly fine. But don't argue with the police. Don't resist. Man, shut up. You good niggers. Shut up. That makes me so irate. Like I said, you want to see smoke and lava come out my ears? Please. You literally live a life of crime, but don't resist. But you will not. Now, I will kill you. But I will not resist when it's time to go to prison.